Hi there. Happy Friday. I'm Dr. Sabrina Starling, the business psychologist at Tap the Potential, and I'm also the author of the How to Hire the Best series, as well as the 4-Week Vacation. And today I am here with you responding to your questions. And one of the questions that came in recently is about how to create a vacation policy for your business. And I love this topic. Obviously, I've written the book, The 4-Week Vacation. I'm a big believer in the benefits of you taking vacation and your team members taking vacation. And so I made a couple of notes here because there's so much to say about vacation policy. I have a very different approach to it than most like HR professionals might have. So what I wanted to share with you is that any policy that you create in your business, you want to create so that it is aligned with supporting your A players, and it's not designed to keep your poorly performing team members in check. Okay. Because if we're honest, most of us create policies and procedures to keep our employees in check. And if we have poorly performing team members and all of our policies are designed around those team members, you're creating a culture and an environment that's going to be noxious to your A players on your team. So when you set out to create your vacation policy, do it with A players in mind. Your A players are reliable team members. They are resourceful. They are problem-solving go-getters. They're highly energized. And so there's a couple of things to keep in mind about this when it comes to creating a policy. Number one, your A players are reliable. They're not just going to leave you high and dry because they want to go take vacation. They are going to be responsible for figuring out how the work gets done. So that's part of your policy, is that when a team member is requesting vacation, they are coming to you with a plan for how their key responsibilities will be taken care of during that time. So that means they have reached out and connected with a fellow team member who is going to cover that role, or maybe that's multiple team members that they've connected with who will cover parts of their role. And this it actually leads to some really good things in your business because it creates redundancy. We never want to have a role in our business that only one person knows what to do in that role. Most of our businesses, if we're honest, start out that way. When we build our business as small business owners and we're the only one who knows how to do everything. So we have to get to work very quickly and create redundancy. And by the way, I've written extensively about how to do that in my book, The 4-Week Vacation. So you want to be supporting your team members long before they're taking vacation on having that redundancy in their role. And that's your job, is to make sure that systems are documented, that there's a process for what they do, and you know what they do, and it's transparent. Anybody else on the team could look in and see what they're doing and find notes and find documentation, so that if they had to be out suddenly for an unexpected illness or a family member being ill, somebody could step in and do the job. So that redundancy is very critical. The other piece, though, is that you want your policy to encourage your team members to take vacation and actively encourage your team members to take vacation. Because if you have A players on your team, they work hard. They will be the very first to overcommit themselves and work long hours and do it for long periods of time. Well, guess what that leads to? Burnout. You don't want your A players to burn out, because then they will leave you. And then you have a bigger problem on your hand. So encourage your A players to take vacation. The way to encourage them to take vacation is to model taking vacation. So you have to take vacations. And when you take a vacation, you are making sure that your responsibilities are covered, that the redundancy is there for your role in the business. Your A players see you doing that, and they feel that permission to take vacation. It's so much vacation in the United States goes unused because people are afraid to take vacation. They're afraid that somehow they're going to get replaced when they come back, or someone's going to find out that they're not really that effective on the job while they're on vacation. But remember, you're designing a business around your A players and having A players on your team. So you want to design a business that encourages vacation. So if you have A players who have not taken vacation recently, ask them, when are you planning your next vacation? You haven't had time off in a while. I want to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay, Oh, and the other thing that comes from your A players taking vacation that's so powerful is it allows you to vacation test your business. We at Tap the Potential just had 2 members of our leadership team taking 2 weeks of vacation at the same time. Talk about a vacation test in the business. And for the most part, 90% of things went smoothly. There were a few things that fell through the cracks. We've caught them now that they're back, and we're looking at what do we need to strengthen in our system so those things don't fall through the cracks. They hadn't taken vacation, we would not have identified those things. So this is why vacations are so important in your business. Now, the question comes up about paid versus unpaid vacation. So, the number one benefit that team members appreciate most is paid time off. So, if you have the ability to offer paid time off and remain profitable, you absolutely should do that. And you should create a policy around that. If you can't offer paid time off because you're not profitable or you're struggling to be profitable, time off and just encouraging time off is still a good thing. So that's really a decision point, and the best way to make that decision is your business currently profitable? And by profitable, I don't just mean barely breaking even, because that's not sustainable. Something could happen next week and you wouldn't be profitable. What I'm talking when I talking about when I say profitable, I mean hitting those target allocation percentages in Profit First, with being 5% or 10% or 15% profitable, allowing you that cushion that, yes, you can afford to offer that really nice benefit of paid time off for your team members. So I hope this has been helpful for you in thinking through your vacation policy that you're designing around your A players. And if you are struggling to hire A players on your team, I want to let you know that we have the How to Hire the Best course coming up. We've opened registration now for October. So our current course is closed, but if you want to get into October and have that on your calendar and be ready to go, hop on over to tapthepotential.com/course. I would love to see you in there and support you in building your team of A players. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye for now.